We have another scenario that we need to address. Up to this point, we've only been given information about one ingredient or one product and asked to come up with hypothetical requirements of the other ingredients or products. I'm going to ask you a question about making these sandwich cookies, and I don't want you to focus on the answer. The answer isn't important because you'll probably get it correct, but I want you to think about how you got the answer. What was your problem-solving process? Okay, here's the question. You need to make sandwich cookies, and you are given 30 wafers and 20 frostings. How many sandwich cookies can you make? Think about it. Think about every little step that you took to get that answer. This is tough because you're probably not used to thinking about thinking, but try. Now, I'm sure your process went pretty quick, but I will guess that it looked something like this. If I have 30 wafers, I can make 15 sandwich cookies. If I have 20 frostings, I can make 20 sandwich cookies. So the number of sandwich cookies I can make with these two ingredients and the quantities is 15 sandwich cookies, but I'm going to have some frostings left over. Now, it might not have sounded exactly like that, but I'm sure it was pretty close. What you did is you assessed the amount of product you could make with each ingredient separately, and then you picked the lowest amount of product. In this situation, the wafers limited how many sandwich cookies you could make. It's the ingredient that completely gets used up. In chemistry, this is called the limiting reactant. Now, you'll probably notice that we're going to have extra frostings left over after this, which is never a problem. The frosting is the excess reactant or the excess reagent because there will be some left over when the reaction is done. It doesn't get used up. So how many frostings do we have left? To answer this, we need to work backwards from our calculated amount of product. If we can only make 15 sandwich cookies, that's only going to require 15 frostings. We're given 20 frostings. We need to use 15 frostings. That means we're going to have 5 frostings left over. 20 minus 15 is 5. Now you know we're going to make this just a little more difficult. This time we are going to be given masses of each ingredient. Don't let it fool you. We will continue to use the same pattern we did in the previous problem. We will find the mass of the product with each ingredient independently and then take the lowest amount of product as our answer. So we are given 18 grams of wafers and 10 grams of frostings. How many grams of sandwich cookies can we make? Because we're given masses and asked to find masses, I'm going to set up this little template here to guide us. So let's start with the wafers by themselves. If we have 18 grams of wafers, that's equal to 12 wafers. That will give us 6 sandwich cookies, which will have a mass of 33 grams. Now we're going to compare that to the frostings. If we have 10 grams of frosting, that's equal to 4 frostings, which will create 4 sandwich cookies, which will have a mass of 22 grams. Therefore, we can only make 22 grams of sandwich cookies. We're limited by the amount of frostings we have, which means that the frosting is our limiting reactant. We're going to have leftover wafers, which means that the wafers are our excess reactant.